Well, children who are read to every day will have heard 1 million words more than children who aren't by the time they start school. Experts say hearing words better prepares children to see words and eventually read words themselves. Let's bring in parenting expert Claire Orange. Good afternoon to you, Claire.
Hey, Tracy.
Children who are read 5 books a day will have been exposed to 1.4 million words, but even 1 book a day will give a child a learning advantage.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yep.
And I think, the more that we can think about doing this in our homes, the better it is for our kids. So, in early childhood, Tracy, that first 5 years of life, we've got little people who have this rapidly developing brain architecture. And like with whole body, they need sleep, they need good nutrition. But actually, the brain grows with love and words. That's the brain's fertiliser. So the more we can expose our kids' brains to words, the better off they're going to be over their lifetime.
Well, why is the exposure to the sounds of words so important as well?
Well, because if you're thinking that in the first 5 years of life, we're learning a whole entire language, only by hearing it. So it's pretty difficult. You imagine as an adult going and learning a whole language just by hearing it. Well, we've got little people doing that, so they need to hear this to get this whole oral language so they can turn it into written language as they get to school age.
We lead such busy lives, as you can understand, Claire. So how can we make sure we set aside time to read at least 1 book a day?
Well, I think there's just so many wonderful ways that we can do this in our families, Tracy. I think, kids are a bit of a captive audience in a car. Audiobooks are pretty fantastic. We can play those. We can have siblings reading to each other, which is pretty lovely because, one child feels great about what they're doing and one child gets the exposure to words. And then we can put it into our routines, and we've got grandparents and grandparent-like figures who would love to be part of this. So if we can put it into the before bed routine, for example, we can get kids reading at least a book a day and getting all of those massive advantages with just a book a day. How exciting.
It's so important. I personally love reading, so I'm going to make sure I'm going to be reading my future kids a book a day, at least.
Good planning.
Hold me to account to that, Claire.
I will.
Thanks very much. We'll see you soon.
See you next time.